The biggest blind spot when people are buying a house is their commute. Every time. Nobody really wants to talk about it. They know if they live a little farther away, they might get cheaper houses. There's more affordable options, but they don't always look back and say, does it make sense? Because you could be losing thousands of dollars by driving 45 minutes at work each day. We're not just talking gas, we're talking about wear and tear, your time, days in the office. We break it down all the way. So let's check out our calculator here. I'm John from First Principles Partners. We're going to go through all the math to help you make the best decisions for you in real estate, life, anything. So currently, we've got our calculator set up for a 46-minute one-way drive. Might not sound awful. Some folks really enjoy that. I'm not a huge fan of driving when it comes to commutes. I like driving winding country roads. I don't like driving in the city. It's just not for me. So I value my time very differently than some other people will with commuting. So we got $0 an hour in there right now. We're going to put in, just for the sake of this, $40 an hour. That's your time valued while you're driving it. That's your salary. That's what you value time with kids. Put the time you value in there, because that's time you're losing. Got one-way distance, 46 miles. One-way time, that's probably not accurate. We'll say at least 46 minutes. Days in the office, obviously it's variable for everybody. 0, you're not even on this calculator. If it's 5 or 6, you're definitely going to want to pay attention to this calculator. The next thing is fuel economy, right? That's going to determine how much gas you use to get to and from work every day and how it compiles into the full number. Gas prices, depending on when you're watching this video, you can be mad, angry, sad. It's just whatever. It's $3.50. That's what I use. That's what I assume it's going to be for the next 2 or 3 years. Somewhere around $3.50, sometimes more, sometimes less. Wear and appreciation. Now, that's a tough one. I'm going to use 20 cents. I drive relatively modest vehicles. I have a Toyota, I use Chrysler. They're not depreciating that much, and their wear and tear is pretty minimal. So 20 cents is an average. If you drive an Escalade, some big tank, not only is your fuel economy going to be lower, but your wear and depreciation is going to be high. So $4,000 total annual cost to your commute. That's like $2,000 a month. Nuts. Now, what if we took this down to 10 miles? 10 miles and 15 to 20 minutes. It's hard to get anywhere in that short a distance. Same thing, minute per mile. Whoa. Okay, so we made a drastic reduction. So we went from about 24,000 to 8,500. We're looking at $15,500. What can you afford with $15,500? That's potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars in your mortgage, depending on what rate you get. At least 100. So if you think you're living farther away and saving money because your house is cheaper, think again. Double check the math. Make sure you're not making the mistake where you're driving every day to save a few bucks. You're wasting this time. Maybe you're not wasting time. Maybe you love this time. That's still a big difference. So we have $1,875 with 0 value on time. 0. I like driving. That's your thought. 10 miles. Let's see. We're going to move that to 45 miles again. 10 miles, $1,875. A little under $2,000. 45 miles, $8,400. So over $6,000 in difference every year. That's $500 a month on your mortgage. And that's with 0 value on your time. It gets worse with lower fuel economy, a little better with higher fuel economy. 35, you're looking at 67.50 versus 1,500 for 10 miles. So you're still looking at a big difference. Annualized costs. I didn't change the times here because it doesn't affect anymore at 0%, but let's look at some of our options here. All right, we're going to pull up some of our listings here and go through them number by number. Plainview Township, Clayton Charter Township, nice country area. Repeat that. Yeah. Clayton Charter Township, it's out more rural than some of the areas around here. About $2,000 a month estimated if we put 20% down. And we go down to what we're really looking at today, and that is our commutes. You got this cool location intelligence tool, shows you what the house might look like on Google Street View. More importantly, you can plug in your place of work here, and it's going to follow you from listing to listing, and it'll estimate your commute time just as you go. You don't have to go and plug a separate calculator in. This is just going to follow the listing. So we have 49.1 miles, a pretty good commute down to my office, and 58 minutes. 9 point and 8. Okay. And we're going to say, for the sake of averages, we're going to do 27 miles per gallon, and we're going to value our time at 40. I would pay lots of $40 to spend more time with my kids. Total annual cost of that commute is $27,000. That's kind of nuts. You go in the office a few days a week, it's less, a lot less, but depends on what your situation is. If you're at 0 days a week, you're probably not even on this calculator. All right. I told you to go back and check out more here. We've got East Lansing. So it's going to be really close to my office. Go down here, 5.3 miles, 13 minutes, 5.3 miles and 14 minutes to plug into our calculator here. And we're down $22 nearly $22,000. Again, we're almost at $2,000 a month different. $2,000 a month that's the difference between mortgage. It's only $1,200 a month difference. And this house is, I don't know, maybe my style, but I like it. I like the brick. It looks old-timey. East Lansing's a vibrant area and close to everything. Another thing, though, with the Commute ROI Calculator that, quite frankly, we don't actually put in, but you can add in. You can math your way into there for anything you go frequently to. It doesn't have to be the office. Let's say days to the grocery store. I love country areas just as much as a lot of folks do. But if you live far enough away, this is from the nearest grocery store, you're going to have to factor in your family's grocery store trips, because you're going to make those every week, once a week, twice a week. You can add those in as well. Make them work however you want, but understand that where you live may save you a lot of money on the mortgage, but it might not be saving you as much money as you think. So if you like this calculator, want to see more, subscribe, watch more of our videos, like this video, comment, we'll send you some more. We can set up a meeting with you. If you like this video, subscribe for more. We've got all sorts of content on making better decisions to improve your life with math. John Graben signing off. Thank you.